Hello, hello, this is Blaster Toad here, and welcome back to ToadNet's series on creating a spline-constrained platformer. Today, we're going to get into platforms, yay! And we're going to be working with functions and child blueprints. So let's get right into it. Today's video will be working on the classic destructible block. So you either walk onto it and it gets destroyed, or you jump into it and it gets destroyed, something like that. So we're gonna do a new folder for platforms. Oh, platforms. I want not a new subfolder. I wanted to rename this one. Platforms. Delete the other folder I made. Okay, now under platforms, we're going to do a new blueprint class, actor. And we're going to call this class because it will be a class of things. There's going to be children of it that derive from it. Underscore drop platform underscore drop. That's how I want to name these. Because it is a platform. This one drops. Perfect. So, I am going to go ahead and make a cube. I am going to scale that cube to make it more platformy. Yay! It's now a platform and no longer a cube. I'm going to add a component. I am going to add a box collision. That box collision, I want to have box extents of 50, because then it's the same size as our cube. I'm going to lock my scale here with a little padlock and put that out to 1.3. Cool. I'm then going to unlock it and make it a wee bit taller. I feel like that is a nice trigger area. Compile and save. May actually want to bring it in on the sides. Yeah, that's good enough. Compile. Save. Now, on box, we want to scroll down here, do a on component begin overlap. When something starts overlapping it, we want to get our cube and simulate physics. Set simulate physics right there. And we're going to set that to true. So when something runs into this, it will start simulating physics. Let's go put one in our world now. So I'm going to line up over our track. Something like that. And we're going to put it up in the air. Something like that. Okay, so now if we come over here and we jump on this thing, it falls. It does exactly what we told it to do. Awesome. Now let's make it a little bit more complex than that. So we are going to have a delay right here. And I am going to call this, because we're going to make a new variable, promote to variable. I'm going to call this trigger delay. Just like so. And let's set that to compile, save, 1 second. So now if I go and run into our block, we should get 1 Mississippi and drop. Awesome. Sorry, I just love my little robot guy. Okay, so that's all we technically need. And you can make this delay longer so it can actually be walked on and all that. But let's extend this a little bit further than that. So we are going to want a couple functions over here. We're going to do a function called platform triggered. No, not triggers. Triggered. And another function, platform reset. Cool. We then want to, back on our event graph, I'm going to do a new custom event. We're going to call this platform response. So how is our platform responding to being triggered? And we want another custom event, platform reset. Okay. So now we're going to do our set simulate physics down here on our platform response instead. And then up here, we are going to do a platform triggered function. Okay, so our platform's triggered. When our platform is triggered, we want to do our platform response. And this just looks like we're, instead of drawing lines between it, adding extra steps, but this will come in handy in just a moment. So keep on watching. Okay. We are then going to do another delay. So we're going to duplicate this delay. Instead of trigger delay, we want a reset delay. Get reset delay. Put it into a delay. This here, we also want to do once. So we don't want this happening multiple times. Okay, so on platform reset, yeah, we're gonna do a delay, and then we need something else. So when this platform is first made, so when we put it out in the world, on the event begin play, we're going to get our cube, or whatever your platform is. We are going to get world transform. And move that on back. And promote to variable, and call this initial transform. Something like that. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Straighten all those up. Initial transform. Beautiful. Gonna move these all up here. So then on platform reset, we are going to get our cube. And on our cube, set world transform to our initial transform. The other thing we need to do here is stop simulating physics. So we're going to copy and paste that, Control C, Control V, plug it in. Then we're going to grab all of this, and we're going to hit Q, which will auto straighten for us. And then we just fix up a couple of these, something like that, to make them look good and pretty. Perfect. Look at that. It's a beautiful thing. Except for that one. It wasn't funny. Gonna move it down on its line. Okay, so we're resetting it. We also then need a new custom event. Custom event, reset, trigger. Plug that right in here. And after we've reset our block, we are going, we need to turn that off. We are going to reset trigger. Okay. So, setting simulate physics. We then need a branch. So again, this is on our platform response. We're going to promote to a variable, resets, and if resets is true, we are going to do a platform reset. Platform, awesome. We are going to put an M in there. Come on, do an M. Platform reset is used by another variable or function. Okay, let's do platform space reset. Hey, it likes that. Apparently, platform reset is an inbuilt function. Just take a swig of coffee there, and that should be that. So reset we want to be true, so we're going to compile and save, set some variables. Reset should be true. Our reset delay, 1 second, let's make that 2. Our trigger delay, let's make that also 2, just for testing purposes. I'm going to come over here, I'm going to, come on, jump on our block, 1, 2, drop, get off of it, 1, 2, and reset. There we go. Awesome. We then want to, after we've reset all this, we've done the reset trigger. Oh, that's because we made a function named platform reset. So this here, let's call start reset. There we are. And then platform reset, beautiful. So that should all happen as it should be. So the other thing I want to do here, I'm going to move this down, an on-platform response. I'm going to move this down, because when we respond to the platform, we're going to do one of two things. We're going to branch. Okay, so when we branch, we are going to promote this to a variable. We're going to call this drop underscore or underscore destroy. Okay. And then if it is false, we are going to destroy actor. And then I'm gonna straighten that up, and that looks fine. And then we'll plug that into our reset. Should it reset or not? Yeah. Perfect. Compile, save. And then we're gonna go down here, trigger delay, we're gonna put an eyeball on it, and reset delay, eyeball on it. Resets and drop or destroy, eyeballs on them as well, so that we can edit those in world. So now when we select this, we'll have, hey, delays and resets. So we want to drop or destroy. We do not want drop, we want destroy. So now, if I come over here and I jump on it, instead of dropping, it should just blink out of existence. So with that, I could move this up in the air, set my delay to something really short, like 0.2 seconds. Come over here and jump into it and break it, just like a Mario block. There we are. Cool. So, now that we have that block set up, let's go about making a child of it. So we're going to right-click, create child blueprint class. And instead of class, I want this platform underscore drop blinking. Okay, and now if we go to our event graph, we've got nothing except for our parent begin play, which we do want happening. But what we want to do is we want to go over here and choose override. And we are going to override platform triggered. And we are going to override platform reset. Cool. So, on my event graph, I am now going to do a custom event. I am going to call this blink warning. I am going to do a timeline. I'm going to play that timeline from start. And double click this here, and I want to float, add event track. I want an event track. And I want an event track on there. And I want one. We're just going to add a few here. So these can all be at value 0. This is basically just triggering something to happen. So I want one at 0 time. I want one at 0.5 time. I'll then add another at 1. Half a second might be too long. So let's 0.25, 0.5. How many times do I want this to blink? 1, 2, 3. Let's do 5. 0.75 and 1. Okay. And I want the total length to be 1 second. Cool. Now if I go back to my event graph, we've got this here, new track 0, and it's going to flip on and off each time it hits one of these beats. So on here, I am going to want to get my cube, set visibility, and I'm going to off here do a flip-flop. What a flip-flop does is does one thing once, and then on the next time it runs through, do a different thing. So I want to set invisible. Then I want it to set visible again. Let's make sure this goes through. So I've got invisible, visible, invisible, visible, invisible. I need one more at 1.25 for visibility. And that means I need to make my track 1.25 seconds long. Okay. Cool. So invisible and then visible. Then when it is finished, I'm going to trigger response, platform response. Right? So this is my thing is doing whatever, and then it's going to respond. And if we go back here, again, our response is either drop or destroy, and then goes through all that. Okay. So now I want to go to my platform triggered. I do not want to do the parent function because the parent just does response right away. I want to instead do my blink warning. I'm going to do blink warning. And I'm going to do something similar for the reset. So I'm going to do a add custom event, reset, blink. I'm going to do a timeline again. Where is add timeline? Right there. Again, I want to play from start. This one, instead of doing an event timeline, I am going to do a float. Sure, why not? And I'm going to add a key, and add a key, and add a bunch of keys. And I want it to go from value 0 at time 0, time 0.25 at a value of 1, to a time of 0.5 at a value of 0, to a time of 0.75 at a value of 1. So I'm basically just setting up the exact same thing, I'm just doing it a different way. And I want a point... so I'm 0.75, 1. Actually, yeah, that's where I want to keep it. So I'm going to, on this one here, just delete that one. We go up, down, up, down, up, down. I'm then going to grab everything, I'm going to right click, and tell it to use an auto, where it does this nice smoothing. Yes, smoothie smoothing, that's it. I am then going to tell this I am 0.75 seconds long, so it does that. And then I'm going to go back to the event graph. Now on update, so as the value changes, so as this ticks along, we're going to do something. So this one happens on those event ticks. This one's going to happen as the timeline just ticks along as per normal. And we are going to get the... So we're going to check if this is greater than 0.6. And how do I end this? Do I end it high? Yes, I end it high. Perfect. So I'm going to go back. If it's greater than 0.6, then we're going to do this set visibility. So this way I'm running it on a float instead. The other thing I want to do here is nothing, because this is just getting triggered and the block will already have been reset in space. Because if we look back at our class and go to our event graph, we are doing the reset delay, setting simulate physics off, setting it back to its world position, resetting the trigger, and then doing this platform reset. So, reset blink. I am now going to go to my overridden platform reset and do reset blink. That. Compile and save. So now I'm going to bring my blinking one over here. Need to get that up over this platform. So, this top one here, trigger delay of 1 second, it'll just be destroyed, and it will not reset. This one here, trigger time of 2 seconds, it will drop, it will reset though, so I come over here and jump on this one, and then jump on this one, it blinks and then falls, and then it will reset and blink again. That's exactly what I'm expecting out of it. Come on. My air controls on this are... There we go. We're just going to try to... And then it will blink under our feet, and then drop. And then resets and blinks back. There we are. So we now have a dropping block. That's that. Next video, I'm going to try to do a moving block so that it will move along the spline. So we'll have fun with that next time, and we'll see you then.